Yeah.
Hoo-yah.
Donkey. You like that?
Donkey.
Did you like that one? Is this rolling?
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All right, yeah. We got the donkey line.
We got the
Huh?
Did you re-roll or still?
No, we're still on it.
Welcome back to Small Talk the Pod.
Oh, sorry. Let's restart.
Welcome.
What?
Ooh,
Oh, their window's probably
Ooh.
open.
it is for sure. That's what it is. Are we? Okay. Are we good? Are we good to go? Ooh. Ooh, it's the spooky episode.
Yeah, this is our spooky episode. This is our biblical episode.
It's very godly of us.
Yeah, our second most
We
holy
can't do that.
episode.
What's the first one? Tony Soprano for president.
Yeah, Tony Soprano for president, yeah.
Clearly, that's a man of God.
I have not watched any Sopranos lately, and that's
I haven't
probably
either.
because we both haven't watched Sopranos because we have been working over nights at our
Yeah.
collective jobs. Brooke starts work at 10 p.m. I
Yeah.
start work at 6 p.m.
Which,
and
for those keeping track at home, those are not morning hours.
not morning hours.
Those are the dreaming hours.
They're
and
morning hours with a U in the morning for
incredibly tragic.
morning for seeing the sun.
Seeing the sun, seeing my friends.
Yeah, no sun, no friends. It's not good for producing podcasts, but we would never make an excuse.
But we actually have both a podcast being produced and seeing a friend at this moment
yeah, so
on the overnight schedule.
we're stacking everything.
It's
Okay,
being stacked.
and as much as we
That's,
love stacking,
Yeah.
something
Where's this going?
yeah, I really didn't have a solid segue for stacking, and
Which is a little ironic because I would say the stack might be pretty solid.
oh no,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
yeah. So
Hey, that's the intro.
all right, this
Are
is
we
our
happy
new intro.
with that? Wow.
Every single episode, we come to you guys and we're like, "Oh, what's
Yeah.
our intro? We'll have one next week," and we never
Mm-hmm.
film within a week with each. I mean, we never consistently have an intro.
And we just disappear into the ether, and you wonder, are they coming back?
We announce.
Will there be an intro?
Here's the biggest thing that we've ever done in our creative, professional,
Yep.
adult lives.
Yep.
We're doing a live podcast episode. Please buy your tickets.
On September 17th.
On September 17th.
It's a month away.
Crypto.com arena. It's exactly 1 month and 1 day away.
That's crazy. By the time you hear this, it probably will be around 1 month.
It's exactly 1 month and away. And we can just edit in whatever the
Yeah.
time
Can you
is.
put in the...
Yeah.
Can you fix that in post?
Yeah, can you? Thank
No,
you.
we got to shrug.
Yeah. Better than nothing.
We actually do have a real person behind the camera right now, just so everyone knows.
Yes, Harry is here.
Shout out Harry.
We've shouted him out before, but he is actually here. We promise he's in the room with us.
Yeah, and just like our live show, us
It's happening.
promising it and making it sound... promising that we are being serious makes it sound less real, but...
But we promise
we
Harry is
swear
here.
He's a real person.
There's
He's
someone
here.
in the room checking our audio levels and
And I'm
filming.
not talking about the big guy.
Woo!
God episode.
Thank you. Amen.
Heavenly producer.
Well, speaking of something a little biblical, do you know who Saint Vincent is? Yes.
Yeah. What?
They asked in our I also
Actual, yeah.
I'm an intern at the LA Sparks.
'Kay.
And in our production meeting before the game, someone was like, "Does anyone know Saint Vincent?"
Patron saint of girls and gays.
Well, he didn't say that.
Okay.
Then I would have known.
Yeah.
I thought, is he talking about a high school? Is he talking about someone from the Bible? I'm not on the same Bible as some of my coworkers, not the same testament, if you will.
Wow.
So I was a little confused, but yeah, I
That's
met
so
Saint Vincent yesterday.
And you just waited for the pod to let us know.
I didn't intentionally wait for the pod to let you know.
But that's what's ended up. That was God's plan for this episode.
This isn't going to be our last reference to the big guy upstairs.
The big dog upstairs.
But there's been this guy if you frequent LA Sparks games, you would know this guy. But he's been a season ticket holder since I was like 2 years old. We're not going to do the
Yeah,
math on that.
We're not going to.
But about 23 years ago, he bought his first pair of season tickets. And so they wanted to honor him because every time the camera goes to him during a game, he'll do this like little dance. And he's this like cute older gentleman. And one time he did that dance, and every time the camera would go to a new fan, the fan was doing that dance too, and it
That's
like caught on. He's like a
cute.
mini celebrity here. So
I
what they
like
did is
that.
they wanted him to give the referee the ceremonial game ball before the game. So I walk him to courtside before the game, before the national anthem, and we do our thing, and then they left, and I'm like, I'm just gonna hang out here, watch the national anthem. Okay.
Oh yeah.
St. Vincent delivers just such an incredible rendition of it. Like, it was really beautiful, as fans would expect.
Yeah.
And she's walking off the court. I'm like, oh my God, like, you were amazing. That was really good.
Hell yeah.
Which, as we pointed out in our pre-show production meeting,
Eerily similar to your interaction with Billie Eilish
eerily
at the
similar.
Oscars.
If I ever see a pop star, I
Wow.
just wish them
Oh.
the best.
Sorry, I think you dropped this name.
Woo! All right, I shouldn't have done that.
Anyway, what I wanted to say was actually something that I've been telling a lot of people recently, but I haven't told you yet because I'm saving it for the podcast. Like we said, we're working overnights, right? So I get home at varying hours in the middle of the night sometimes. And I got home the other day. It was 4:45 in the morning. I pull into our driveway. I'm listening to the end of a podcast, very on brand. I'm sitting in my car. A car pulls up into our driveway behind me.
Huh.
It's 4:45 in the morning.
Huh.
Okay? I see this car pull in. I'm waiting for them to, like, have you ever, like, pulled into a driveway a little bit to, like, turn around?
Oh, yeah.
We don't have that kind of, like, we're not on a corner or anything. That doesn't make sense. But
Mm-hmm.
this car pulls up behind me. I'm a little worried.
I
Thinking
am
maybe
too.
I'm dead. It gets worse. They throw something at my car. Okay?
I think I know where this is
Drives
going.
away. I go to see what it is. It's the newspaper.
That's insane.
It's the
Brooke.
newspaper being delivered.
Yeah.
And the reason that this was so shocking to me, not only just because I thought I was, like, maybe gonna die, and then someone threw something at my car at 4:45 in the
grenade,
morning.
maybe.
Right. Who knows what that could have been. Did I get out and go look at it? Yeah, I did.
It'd be worse if it was a grenade.
Why did I still think that newspapers were delivered by, like, little boys on bicycles
That's all we see in media.
in the year of our Lord 2024?
These guys don't make. If you're delivering a newspaper in a car, in a vehicle,
That was crazy to me. Because I was like, I'm gonna fucking die, and then I didn't fucking die, and then I was like,
let me
the
investigate.
illusion has been shattered.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's not the
My-
50s anymore.
My absolute fragile grasp on reality.
Oh wow.
It wasn't right.
Well, that the media's been lying to us.
It was
The Sandlot isn't
genuinely
real life.
crazy. The sand.
Don't they have bikes
Maybe
and on
rethink
newspaper
that.
routes?
Is that like a major plot line of the Sandlot?
No, I don't think it's
'Cause
major,
I know
but
baseball, big dog.
baseball, big hey,
Baseball.
me every summer player.
Baseball, big
dog.
Baseball, big dog is really good.
That was actually we almost named
Wow.
the podcast.
That was all small talk.
Small Talk
Sports
Sports
was
was almost
almost
baseball, big dog.
baseball, big dog.
Welcome back to BBD. Wait, I like that.
Wow. Can we write that down? Thank you. We got our whole team here, by the way.
Oh, that's super scary, but I hate to say it. This is not my first overnight rodeo.
Yeah.
I have had
mean, neither is it mine.
I've had a similar fear where
Okay.
but I think at that time in my overnights, this is like 3 years ago, I think I parked and I was on the street
Mm-hmm.
and saw someone just like get close, throw something and keep, and they were
It's
moving.
horrifying.
They were going
Yeah.
quick too.
Yeah.
They got
I
her
told
out.
our father about this, and he was like, "Oh yeah, same lady's been doing that for years," as if it's like some random woman. She does that every day. Pulls in, throws some shit at us.
Well, would it be more efficient for her to be on a bike? I don't want to tell her how to do her job. She's been doing
Why
this for a
Aries
while,
laughing?
but
Stop it.
would it be more efficient if she was on a bike like a little boy in the 50s? Were they onto
See-
something, or could they just not
see-
drive?
You can put more newspapers in a car than in like your bike basket. Or like if you know those like little aprons they wear with the pockets, so they put the newspapers in the
that.
pockets and then
You
they
have a
toss
pocket.
them. I've like you pull the newspaper out and
See,
I kind of love it.
you're not stopping to pull in, put your
It's
car
just
in
there's
reverse,
something
go
like
out.
nostalgic and beautiful about a little boy on a bike throwing a newspaper at your house.
Well-
Also, she didn't say anything. I know it's 4:45 in the morning, but I would have loved like newspaper.
Yoo-hoo.
Our mailman from the USPS.
Male person now.
He's a mailman. His name is Brian, and we know him. He's a good friend of ours.
Women can deliver
He
mail.
will- okay, but
Sorry.
our personal mail carrier is a man. He's
Mail
our
carrier
mail,
is good.
He's our mail guy.
Mail
He's
dude.
our mail
Mail big dog.
big dog. Our female man. So our mailman Brian, when he delivers mail, he knocks on the door and he goes, "Mail."
Sometimes
or he goes,
I hear
post office. That's what he does.
because my
I'm
room is
making
right
shit
next to
up.
the door. Post office.
Exactly like that. This fucking woman just tosses a newspaper at me and skirts away. Like, what?
What would you prefer she says other than like, watch out?
Got your papers here. Got your papes. I wanted a Newsies boy to come dancing up. Disney's Newsies.
And I think we can make that happen.
Okay.
Because we're both
Say
working
how.
overnights. You got home at 4:45. I'll
Yeah.
be home around like 6:15, 6:20.
Mhm.
What we can do, most of our neighbors aren't up that early. Winnetka not the earliest wake up town in the greater LA area.
Do you like doxing our neighborhood?
They know
On
we're
the
in Winnetka,
podcast?
right?
It's fucking crazy.
We're in beep. We can take that out.
You're gonna censor that,
No,
Harry?
no, we're in Winnetka. Censor all of this, by the way.
The podcast is 30 minutes of just the censoring noise.
But what we do is we, like, right when you get home, we see her do her route, let her drive away. I'll get my
Tail her.
bike.
Tail her.
No, get all the
Oh, and
newspapers, and then we
Reverse
re-deliver
deli-
it on a bike. What do you think?
I thought you were gonna say we collect all the newspapers on a bike and then give them back to her.
We're like, try
And it
again.
just keeps going.
Give us a greeting
Give
next
her
time.
the bike. We
Steal
get
her
in
car.
her car. I think this could be something.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah, I actually don't think we should.
No.
That feels illegal.
Another thing I was thinking about recently. Okay, the demons.
Yeah.
They're
They're like, do it, you should.
They're on board.
Deliver the mail by bike.
The ghost that haunt the
Take the
Smalton
papes,
house
take the papes.
love Newsies. Huge fans. Speaking of nostalgia,
Speaking of Newsies.
there's a really good John Mulaney bit where he talks about how he thought that quicksand would be a much bigger problem because there's
course.
like, you know, cartoons and things where they're like, oh, we're stuck in quicksand. And he's like,
Correct.
how am I going to deal with that when I'm an adult? I was getting something from the fridge the other day and I shut the door and I realized that it was like open a little bit, like still a little, and I like jumped. Like I was terrified that the fridge hadn't closed all the way. I like slammed it shut with this this move. Exactly that. And I realized it was because, are you familiar with the episode of SpongeBob
The suds.
where he gets the suds?
You're just trying
I
to protect
live
your
in
family.
fear of the suds. COVID-19, none of us could have been prepared for that. None of us could have. I mean, I'm sure we could have actually. I don't know the science behind that,
Hitler
but
was president.
anyway, there could have been ways to do better with that, but like, I know that the suds would take us out. The suds would be the end for me.
Oh,
I live in
wow.
constant fear.
I was watching this TV show, this reality TV show,
Which one?
Big Brother,
Okay, heard of it.
and there is this woman who just always leaves the fridge door open and will just walk away and start doing other stuff.
Who?
I don't want people to think I actually watch the show. Leah is always leaving the fridge door
fridge open? That's crazy. She's not afraid of the suds?
No, she got her sud vaccine.
my- I mean, good for her. Being a good spokesperson for the movement.
The Pfizer suds vaccine.
Did you get Pfizer or Moderna?
Yeah, I
for
saw
the
this Travis
suds
Kelce
vaccine?
commercial for the suds vaccine.
Travis Kelce's in Pfizer
He does
commercials?
Pfizer ads.
I mean,
Makes sense.
good for him, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not gonna knock
Are
it.
we fans of big pharmaceutical companies? Don't know.
But are we fans of Taylor Swift's boyfriend?
Yeah.
People hate him.
Why?
Oh, because
Because
of
they
who he's
love
dating.
Taylor. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you meant like Taylor fans.
No, they
Taylor
like
Swift
him.
fans hate him. Not clickbait.
Oh,
That is maybe clickbait.
There's a circle of Taylor Swift fans that I've found on the internet that are very excited that Taylor Swift is not dating this like skinny artist boy for the first time and
You
is
can say
now
his
with
name. His name is Matty Healy. You can say it.
Well, no, that guy sucks for a lot of reasons, but like all the like the skinny twigs that she has been with versus
Yeah.
big all-star football
Big,
player
beefy
winning the
man.
Super Bowl, yelling at his coach in front of 100 million people.
That was crazy.
And no one cared. Any other player that
was
happens, suspended.
crazy. But his coach was probably like, I deserve that.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I wasn't coaching up to your standards.
I'll do
Trav."
better next time, Trav. And that's Andy Reid, baby.
That's Andy Reid, baby. I don't know a lot about sports. Again, this is Small Talk the Pod. This is not Small Talk Sports. Nor is it baseball, big dog.
Welcome back to Baseball, Big Dog.
Another really good one.
Andy Reid, the reigning Super Bowl champion head coach, was a head coach at all three of our alma maters, San Francisco State, in the 80s.
Surely that's not true.
He was the offensive line coach back when we had a football team.
That's funny.
And then he left, and the team just couldn't recover.
And they were like, no more football.
No,
Absolutely no more
they
football.
probably lost funding.
Yeah. Put all their money into the arts.
Yeah, like what? Football's an art.
Fuck. Football's an art. The art of the game.
Yes, brother. The art of the gridiron.
What is a gridiron?
I think it's just a football
I don't know
field.
what a gridiron is, and at this point, I'm too afraid to
A
ask.
gridiron is to football what a pitch is to soccer.
Can I tell you what I think when I hear gridiron?
Oh, no.
I think waffle iron. I think griddle. I think it's something that's making pancakes.
Yeah.
It's pancake. Harry's nodding. Harry agrees.
It's like, Sunday morning.
Personally, I'm so sorry. I love calling attention to the fact that Harry's here. I actually think it's it's crazy. I feel like we're real.
Show, I feel like
a real podcast.
It makes it sound like Harry's not actually there. The more we bring it
the
up,
more we mention
because he's definitely there. There's definitely someone in the room with us.
He's here.
I can feel him. I can feel him in the room.
I'm here.
Again, legally he can't talk.
Legally not allowed to speak, but
you read his contract.
You have to believe us.
Union rules.
Yeah.
Unions rule.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a unionist.
Oh,
I'm a bit of a unionist. We're in the podcasters union.
Well,
is there?
No. God, no. That would ruin this country faster than the Suds, bro.
You know what that makes me think of? A podcasters union would be like when the Fine brothers tried to copyright reacting.
Yeah.
That's what that feels
Reacting
like.
to anything.
Yeah, they were like, you had a reaction?
Sued. Goodbye.
You can run us that check, actually.
You were impacted by something and responded?
See
money,
ya.
please.
It's all just a ploy for big dollar at the end of the day. Big reaction.
Big reaction is
big
after
reaction.
us.
Big baseball. Big dog.
Big tobacco. Big pharma. Big dog.
I mean, Travis Kelce doing Pfizer. That's big pharma and big dog right there. Wow.
Shit, he's 0 for 2.
That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, gridiron sounds like something that's going to make me a delicious breakfast treat.
Yeah, Sunday morning, you pour your coffee, you get the
Into
gridiron out.
Get the gridiron out. Mom's making pancakes on the gridiron.
Oh, I can smell the gridiron. Oh my, it's going to be a great day.
Wow.
Yeah, that's gridiron for you.
I was asked to laugh earlier into my mic by the Harry that we're not sure exists or not, and I realized I just don't know. My laugh is it has to be so genuine.
That's good.
But which is
that would
nice.
Suck
but
if you
it's
were
like,
oh, that's hilarious, and I'm like, has
Yeah.
everything been a lie?
I guess so. Like, we called it the camper laugh when we were working as camp counselors.
Yeah.
That when they would tell a joke like, why did the pirate talk to his friend?
And we're like, okay, 8-year-old, why?
Because he was a pirate.
Oh, that is good.
Right,
That's really good.
That's rich.
That's rich.
That's the camper.
That's our camper
The
laugh,
camper
yeah.
laugh is like
Oh my god.
just the fakest fucking laugh. And I do that to adults as well. Adults that think
people
they're
always
so
do that
funny.
to me at work, and they think I
Yeah.
don't notice.
That's so sad.
You think I don't
dude.
notice your fake laugh?
He feels it.
Next segment.
For 2336, one time, you can make this child smile.
Please.
Yeah, we should just start marketing the live show like that.
Oh no, like with the Sarah McLachlan music,
McLaughlin.
whatever her name
With
is.
we'll hold the cat.
No.
Did we ever tell the podcast that our cat is a boy?
Oh wow, we have not.
We
You-
found out our cat is a boy.
You guys remember the cat that would hang out around our house?
That is
and
suddenly our cat.
Now we've brought it in.
He's a boy. He's a little boy.
Well, how did we get there? I feel like you're missing a few steps.
Yeah, he got hurt, which was really sad and horrible. And we took him to like this organization that like works with stray animals because we were like, we don't know what to do with him. We actually don't even know who he belongs to technically.
Yeah.
Right. And so they like checked if he belonged to anyone, and they were like, he doesn't. And then they were like, also it's a boy, not a girl. And we
we're
were like, that's shocking. They asked if he had a name, and we said he does not. We just called him Cat, Kitty.
Cat, kitty.
They didn't like that, and they said that his name would be Murano.
Awful. Then there was a worse one, right?
Murano is there's nothing worse.
Well, no. What did they call him at the
Oh, so then he was in a little carrier that on it said pet taxi. So at the vet, all his paperwork called him Taxi.
which is arguably worse.
I kind of like Taxi more than
Murano.
Murano.
Yeah.
Murano is insane. And so we were like, yeah, we're not calling him that.
Yeah, sorry.
Our father keeps trying to call him Murray.
Oh.
But there's
Oh.
some people names for animals that I cannot get behind.
Murray.
Murray.
Murray for a cat.
Imagine a dog named Jennifer. Could you imagine that?
Jennifer threw up last night. Jennifer keeps
Jennifer
shitting
got
on the
out on the
stairs.
Jennifer's running around the neighborhood.
Jennifer, get back here.
Jennifer, no!
Jennifer.
Jennifer's a good one. I went to high school with someone who had a dog named Cheryl.
Whoa.
I think that's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Cheryl?
Cheryl the dog. Cheryl. Susan would be a good dog name.
Susan would not be a good dog
Crazy.
name.
I just in terms of being hilarious and insane.
Christopher, not Chris. Chris is bad too. Christopher for a pet.
Christopher, call him Christ for short.
Oh, psychotic.
That would be so funny.
Come here, Christ.
The fist. Come here, Christ.
Look how cute Christ is. Do you want to pet
is
Christ?
risen. Is the dog sleeping? No. Christ is risen. This is funny.
Like, oh my god, I thought that was a blanket. It was just the body of Christ.
Wow.
This really is our God episode.
I mean, if that's his plan. His meaning Harry, of course, is producing this
There we
episode.
go. He just has these cue cards off camera.
Talk about the Lord.
Imagine if dog named Christ.
Dog named Christ. And we're like, yeah, Christopher. He's like,
Christ has to be Christ.
Christ only.
Yeah.
Christ only.
I like that.
Christopher as a dog, but the fur is F-U-R. Paula, but it's P-A-W, like paw.
Oh, Taylor.
But it's tail.
But that's just like a Taylor like for suits. Dog
No,
Taylor.
but it could have an E, maybe.
yeah,
Or
but that
Taylor for suit. Dog suits is a good.
dog suit Taylor.
Dog suit Taylor. Baseball big dog.
Yeah.
I'm kind of loving this.
Like, oh, have you heard this new song? Like, oh yeah, Taylor Swift. No, not Swift. Dog suit Taylor.
Dog suit Taylor. Taylor suit.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's pretty much all I had.
I mean, I think I'm good as well.
Yeah.
What's gonna top that? Is that the note we want to end on?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, we
kinda
need
rough.
an outro.
We do need an outro.
I think outro. I feel like a fun recap would be good.
Mhm.
We can be like, oh, look at everything we went over. Plug the live show. And
A
for the
recap?
listener,
For those of you who weren't paying attention to the last many minutes of this podcast, we discussed.
I would always
Just read the description, the TLDR of the podcast.
This might say a lot about me, but like in high school, like I would be like FaceTiming my friends for like a long time, and before hanging up, like, oh, we gotta go, like it's getting late. I'd be like okay. Oh, so in summary, and I would always want to just summarize our FaceTimes before we hung up, and we just kind of went through like the main points we talked about. I was like, all right, see you at school.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
all right. See you at school.
It's a fun energy when you share like a fun, quirky story from your past, and the reaction
and someone
is just
recaps it.
The reaction is just this. That's always fun.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, you meant like you're sharing a quirky story from your past, and your friends are like, "All right, I'll see you tomorrow." So what we talked about, you had that weird thing happen to you in your childhood,
Yeah.
and I thought that was crazy. We also discussed the homework for tomorrow for Algebra 2, and
yeah,
and
so
your
we
dog
don't need
named Susan.
Yeah.
So
Hope Susan feels better.
hope Susan doing well.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
All right, so we won't recap this episode, but definitely buy tickets to our live show.
That one I can get
The
behind.
live show's really happening.
It's really happening. It's not a joke. There's
not
a
a joke,
ticket
it's
link.
real.
You can actually spend money.
Like there will
and
be
come see
people
us.
there will be people getting to work at the crypto.com arena being like, all right, what's on the menu today? Oh, we are setting up a stage for small talk podcast, and okay, and then we're making sure this and just coordinating things for us. There's gonna be audio people setting up mics for us.
That's crazy. You also know the people that work.
I also know them. I'll be like, yo, what's up, D? How's it going?
D.
Oh, I can save that for the next episode. No, I'll end it on this. Robin Thicke was at the Sparks game last night.
Don't end it on that. Anyway, I'm Brooke.
No, Robin Thicke was performing at the third quarter break, and I was there for a sound check. And like, I don't even know if he like knew the stadium employees, but like, he's very confident. He does a sound check a couple times. He's like walking off, and he just referred to this one guy as D, and I don't know him. I want to like talk to him and be like, does your name start with the letter D? Do you go by D? Or was Robin Thicke just calling you D?
That's a huge power move.
I want to start doing that.
Just start
I texted
referring to
Cammie
people
right after.
as whatever.
I sent her a voice memo talking how Robin Thicke talked.
Wow.
And I was like, I just want to call people D.
D.
Like, you know someone who goes by D.
I know someone who goes by D.
Shout out to D.
D also hasn't bought his tickets for the podcast. Take back the shout out. Remove the shout out. Harry, take that out.
Yeah.
Harry, remove that shout out.
We'll just have him bleep that.
Bleep the shout out. Shout out to him.
Shout out to
him.
Well, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you. We will eventually have an outro.
Yeah, we'll have an outro eventually. It felt so good to be back, and I hope it felt good for you guys to hear and see us one more time.
And if you were listening in the bathroom, again, as always, let us know.
Feel free to shit.
Leave a comment. Feel free, always.
Leave a comment how it went.
Yeah. Our tickets to our podcast are available in our bio on Instagram, also in our description on YouTube,
and
in
Spotify.
Our description on Spotify.
Yeah, we'll add it to Spotify.
You can text us personally if you know us personally, and we will send you a ticket link. We won't send you a ticket because that's on you. You want to go to your email, obviously. It's a lot easier that way.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks so much. I'm Brooke Smallson.
And I'm Gabe Smallson. And this is 1, 2, 3.
Baseball Big Dog.
Oh.